field. This New England-Buffalo matchup feels like, as we have kind of hinted at the Patriots' demise, this feels like it could be the tipping point one way or the other.
So if the Patriots win tomorrow, obviously they take home the division, and they also are very, very close to securing a top 2 seed in the AFC, which we've learned over the past 6 years has become very valuable. No team from either conference has made it to the Super Bowl over the past 6 seasons, as Trey, I'm sure, has noted on this show like 47 times.
Yes, without being a top
in
2
that
seed,
range.
Yeah.
Allow me to make it 48.
Yeah.
If the Bills win, they still need a lot of help in Week 16 to topple the Patriots in the division. The Patriots have to lose against the Dolphins. The Bills would have to beat the Jets. But still, like, I think from a momentum standpoint, and maybe we've seen time and again that, like, it doesn't mean anything, but I do feel like both squads right now, the Bills are certainly riding high, right? They have a huge victory in Pittsburgh last week. The Patriots, it's hard to say that they're necessarily riding high relative to outside expectations, because I don't think a lot of people are saying, like, wow, the Patriots are back. No, they got a victory over the Bengals that to us was expected. But for them, they're trying to build off of 175 rushing yards. And if they could beat the Bills on Sunday and probably secure a top 2 seed the following weekend, then it may not have been pretty getting there, but the Patriots are at least going to feel like going into the playoffs, hey, we've got a shot here. We need to win 3, and that's it to, I was going to say secure their place in history, but
it's
secure their place in history
so
for the 9th time.
ridiculously secured. But, like, it does feel like, as Field Yates is in with us in studio, if not now, when for the Bills? If this limping Patriots team, albeit 3 losses, I 11-3, I get it, as vulnerable as they've looked, if you're not going to go up there now and beat them, when are you ever going to do it?
Yeah, it gets tougher, right? And so one thing that we are realizing with a lot of teams around the NFL, because there has been this infusion of good young quarterbacks recently, and we've been talking about this a lot, talked about it probably more last year than this year, it's just the idea that when your quarterback's on a rookie contract, you can pay a lot of other players a lot of extra money. The Bills still have Josh Allen under contract for next year before he's even eligible for an extension, but the Bills come due on some other players starting next offseason for the Bills. For all this talk about how great Tre'Davious White is, which is correct, he also becomes extension eligible the day after the Bills season is over. So I always think that the best chance to have sort of the deepest talent on your roster is often when your quarterback is on his rookie contract. And you know what, though? I think the trajectory of the Bills is, like, decidedly upward. So even if it doesn't happen this weekend, like, I'm still a believer in all things the Bills have been doing with the process. It's just that, yes, at some point, Tom Brady will no longer be a Patriot and Bill Belichick will no longer be coaching the Patriots.
In theory.
In theory, right? But the question probably is this, is that, like, we always want to make their success as simple as those 2 people. And I think a significant portion of it is about that. But especially Brady, because, understanding that players, Bill could coach for 10 more years, and it wouldn't necessarily be a stunner to all of us. That, like, there's a lot of infrastructure in place. And for all this talk about, like, Brady, when Brady moves on, like, I'm also hearing all this talk about how Tom Brady wasn't named to the Pro Bowl, and it was absolutely not a surprise whatsoever. So, like, this hasn't been a year where Brady has been marvelous. So, yes, the Patriots, this is probably a riper opportunity for the Bills relative to where they normally are in Week 16. I believe I saw this, and I'm sure Trey's already used this, but it's the first time since 2008 the division has been within 1 game in the AFC. Yep. So,
by the way, ironically, that was the last time the Patriots didn't win the division.
Correct.
When they went 11-5, and the Jets with Brett Favre on the way to get it done.
How about that? For some reason, I was thinking Dolphins.
No, I'm sorry, Dolphins with Chad Pennington.
Yeah, it was Dolphins Wildcat year, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I never forget that. Like, will the Wildcat take over the NFL? It's like 10 years later. It's like,
nope, not quite.
But on that one, guys.
But we'll get Taysom Hill.
That's right.
So it'll all be worth it.
He is our gift that keeps on giving. So yeah, the Patriots. It's a ripe spot for the Bills. Patriots are going to be difficult to beat at home.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.